Motronics.
And there it is, ladies and gents, the 2022 Cadillac CT4-V Blackwing. Why can you barely see it? Well, because it is pitch black outside and we have the lights off. And we have the lights off because we're going to show you how it looks with the lights on. This is, quite frankly, this car looks really good in the dark, and those of you who are actually going to be buying one should probably have a look and have an idea of how it looks in the dark. So we're going to start with the daytime running lights. Here they are. As you can see, these are Cadillac's signature vertical daytime running lights. They look very attractive. So they start right here at the beginning of the headlamp cluster and they just run all the way down almost to the very bottom of the front fascia. They're very attractive. They provide some forward illumination. Again, they're daytime running lights, so they're not made to be driven, or they're not made to be the primary light source of the vehicle when you're driving it at night, hence daytime running lights. There's also this amber light right there at the side of the vehicle. Let's see if I can show it to you here. This is a prerequisite by NHTSA so that you can see the dimensions of the vehicle. But again, these daytime running lamps are awesome. So these daytime running lamps, they're white right now, as you can see, but they also double as the turn signal indicators. When you turn those on, they illuminate. So it's interesting because it varies from this amber light to this white light. It doesn't turn off when the turn signal indicator is on. It just switches from white to amber, just like that. It's very attractive. And as you can see, the turn signal indicator is also doubled in the side view mirror right there. But overall, this is a very attractive lighting setup. Now let's take a look at how the primary lights work. So right now we have the daytime running lamps on, as well as the primary lights. They are located just inside of the vertical daytime running lights, and boy are they attractive as well. First and foremost, their primary function is of course providing forward illumination. So let's take a look at how that looks right here. So there it is. It's a bunch of light. It is pitch black out here, as you can see, with the exception of the highlight light for the palm trees, the accent lights for the palm trees over there. It's quite dark besides that. So they do deliver a significant amount of forward lighting, and the light is clear. The light is very white. It's a very modern look as well. But it gets even better because when you turn on the high beams, look at that. There's even more illumination there from the high beams. Here again, it's the low beams and the high beams right there. Now when you keep the high beams on, we're going to keep the high beams on. They actually come out of the same spot as, it's kind of difficult to show you from here, but they do illuminate from the same lens as the primary lights. There it is. High beam, low beam. High beam, low beam. So it looks very good, and it provides a significant amount of forward lighting. So here is the CT4-V Blackwing with both the vertical daytime running lamps and the actual forward lights enabled. Both of these lights are on right now. Now, the CT4 also has a cornering lamp feature. And this is quite interesting because anytime you take a turn, these are automatically enabled. So when you take a look as you turn the wheel, this inside light right there, it ends up getting turned on, and thereby illuminating a lot of what's out here in front of the vehicle. As you can see, it's being illuminated here to the left. We have the wheels turned of the vehicle. They're turned to the left right now. By comparison, this is dark. So we're going to enable that now and check out what happens. That light came on, and now that whole area into which you're going to turn is being illuminated. Let's take a look at that again. So here we have this. Take a look at that. Quite a bit of light being illuminated right there. And we're going to turn and take a look again here. Look at that. So these are the cornering lamps, and they are quite useful, especially if you're driving at night and it's pitch black out and you don't know where you're turning into. In the past, you would have swiveling headlights, you would have those kinds of things. In this case, you have cornering lamps that are now dedicated to that task specifically. But just take a look at the way this looks, the signature. Everyone who is going to be driving towards you is going to know that this is a Cadillac. Vertical, strong, bold lighting signatures in the corners, and plenty of forward illumination. It's unmistakably Cadillac. Let's take a look at the rear now. So the rear end also has, much like the front, a set of vertically oriented tail lamps. Again, these are signatures. These are actually the tail lamps themselves. And this is how it looks with the brakes on. So you can see that this is on the outside. This right here is the primary tail lamp. This piece right here inside of it is enabled when the brake pedal is applied. And the center high-mounted stop lamp is right here, the Chimsel. It is located at the very top of the vehicle. So you can see that there's plenty of illumination whenever you step on the brakes. There's plenty of it right there. Let's take a look at how the turn signal operation works. So the turn signal is interesting because it actually ends up taking over for the brake light. So we have the brakes enabled still right now, as you can see, and that's with the brakes disabled. So still quite a lot of things happening here, but it's very clear that you're making a turn, and whenever you do apply the brakes, it's very clear that you've applied the brakes and you're also making a turn. The reverse light, let's take a look at that real quick. The reverse light takes place right here via a white thin LED integrated into the upper corner of the tail lamps right here. So you can see that it's providing a lot of rearward light because you need that for the rear view camera. The rear view camera lens is located just above the Cadillac logo right there. I should also mention that the license plate illumination is also very clear. It's done via white light, and it actually helps out with the lighting beneath the vehicle over here. So if you can see it, kind of show you from the side here, all of that white stuff, all of the white lighting behind the vehicle there, that is taking place because of the license plate light. So I'm going to pop the trunk here and show you how that looks. So there it is. It's two lights. See if I can focus on that. It's two lights. They're both very bright LEDs. They kind of don't look that way in video, but trust me when I tell you that they're actually white and they're LEDs. So close that down. There it is. Let's take a look at that real quick from the side. Just to give you an idea of how it looks from the side. There it is. So you can see that there's quite a bit of wraparound to the side taking place here at the tail lights and at the headlights. So there's plenty of visibility for other motorists to see you on the road, and there is plenty of visibility for you with the forward lights fully enabled, and even more light if you need to enable the high beams. So quite a lot of lighting elements taking place here. This car is very attractive and during the day, and it's also very attractive during the night. So Cadillac CT4-V Blackwing at night, everyone.
Motrolix.